The Baltic Empire in Crusader Kings 3, in my opinion, is one of the toughest but easiest nations to make. The reason for that being is you have East and West Francia, and then to the west you also have the Russian territories. And then of course, let's not forget about the northern men from the north. We will be forming the Baltic Empire in our quest to form every empire in Crusader Kings 3, and we are at B. The beginning episodes we might have to redo, but we'll worry about that later. So, enjoy. Also, I'm giving away Doom Eternal to someone that subscribes, likes, and comments, so make sure you do so yourself. So we're here as Prussia. What are we gonna do? I'll probably just eat up other people. I think this should be a pretty easy one, cut and dry. I say that and then I'm going to die a more horrible death, so. A lifestyle, we got some extra ones. Let's go to leadership. I don't know how any of this works, but apparently we went this way, founder. So let's go dynasty focus. I think my tactic here is going to be forming Lithuania right away, and then after I form Lithuania, who knows what I'm going to do. But that's really my only tactic, is forming Lithuania. Actually, this guy to the left seems pretty weak compared to us, so we're actually going to probably go after him, and yeah. I use a lot of mods in this series and video. If you're interested in what mods I use, there's going to be a link in the description, but there will probably be more added down the line. I get off to a quick start. I get 2 pieces of territories on my west, and then I get 1 on my east, so we're doing pretty good at the start. Nothing really happening that's going to stop me from expanding. I don't have as much territory as I want inside my kingdom. I also don't have really the duchy territory I want, so I'm really looking at revoking a title here. We're actually pretty close to forming Lithuania already, which is insane. Right around this time, I realized the countries to my west are pretty weak. They have like a total of like 500 troops each, so I'm like, oh, why don't we just create some disgusting border gore and go conquer them while we're not even connecting territory. Do you remember as a kid when your parents were like, hey, make sure to chew on your food so you don't choke on it because like it could kill you? And you're like, haha, that would never happen. That would never be relevant ever. Like, I'm never gonna choke on my meal. And then all of a sudden in this game you start choking and you're like, nah, I ain't gonna choke, I ain't gonna die, only an 80% chance, boom, dead. Yeah, good thing I have a 8-year-old son to take over the realm. Yeah, it was not a very good timing. I was pretty young, I just had kids, and I'm pretty sure my kingdom, or duchy, was heading to the grave right away. I forgot to mention, I also made a second duchy at some point, so you know, succession, I lost half my territory. Fun thing in the game. But don't worry, I'm good at the game. I got it back pretty easily. So I have a 9-year-old ruler that's not really strong, so what I do, I need to build up my territory, make it, no, we're just doing wars, more wars, conquering more territory. I ain't waiting for my kid to get older. That's, ooh, a pet cat, nice. This might be the craziest part of the campaign. I go on a grand tour. This is my first grand tour I've ever gone on, and I put in like 300 hours since grand tours come out, and I just haven't gone on one because I was like, oh, these are pointless, these are useless. I quickly learned that these things are insane, and I'm so sad I didn't go on them earlier. We gained 1,000. Holy cow! Why don't I do grand tours more? And we got a whole bunch of money from it too. Finish grand tour. Oh my goodness. And then we get declared war on immediately. That's fantastic. Oh, Hungary. Aren't you hungry for some war? We're all good. Come on, Hungary, let's go. Enforce demands. Get 55 gold from him, disband. And then I think we're going to declare war and try to subjugate him. And we already won the war. Enforce demands. So be it. Disband. I can find a new kingdom, because that's how. I would love to, but I think I'm just going to do Lithuania. I am now a king. You are a mighty king of Lithuania. You hold too many duchies. We're looking good. For this empire, we need to create 2 kingdoms. We're halfway there. We should be pretty good to do it. Could have gone for this guy instead, but I don't think that would have been worth. And then we'll probably just declare war on this guy. Army's already over here. We learned the hard way, and this is going to stay between us. You know how I said about worrying about the northern men? Well, I quickly am about to learn why I said that. Well, of course I know why, but that's besides the point. The northern men are coming after me with like 8,000 troops, and I have 2,451. Time to just marry off my entire family so I don't die. And I gotta say, I kind of wish I couldn't marry off my family here and just get all the allies, because it went from a pretty much I'm going to lose my entire territory to the Nordic men to I'm easily going to win because I literally just can form every single alliance because I have kids. Is yes, having kids and stuff part of the game and that's why it's easy? No, you pretty much have like 20 kids no matter what. So yeah, I think they should do something to fix it. I'm just getting on my horse really. So with the help of about, 7 allies, I'm able to beat the Norsemen, and then I just don't have to worry about them anymore because I went on battle and they have no soldiers. So yeah, it was pretty easy with just making allies. Yeah. Well, it's time for expansion, and Lithuania is looking pretty good because I'm Lithuania. There can only be one, and it's not this one, so they need to die. I have to say my biggest problem was actually probably inheritance and domain limit, because every time I gave my territory away, no one would have kids, so I would just inherit it back. So it became this micromanaged mess that I always dealt with, and kind of ruined me talking while there's a lot of voiceover. Also, I want to try something new. Lithuania is looking like nothing now. We're gonna go down here to our eastern front. Yeah, it's the western front. I know I said eastern front, but I literally don't know my east and west unless I do never eat soggy waffles. I literally can't do it. I don't know why. It's so hard for me. I'm directionally challenged, and yeah. So I ate up those territories to the west pretty easily. They were all pretty weak. There was one that was a little bit bigger, but not good enough to even talk about. So, got rid of those. Then I was like, oh, what should we do now? I kind of have been being stupid and not letting my troops rise up. So I'm at like 2,600, even though I can have like 5,000. So like my rebellion is getting kind of strong, but hopefully nothing like that bites me in the butt or anything like that. And yes, you guessed it, that was foreshadowing. I accidentally pissed off everyone in my country for a disillusion faction to pop up. This is pretty much where I am probably going to throw away the entire game, because the disillusion faction is pretty much my entire kingdom. So it's pretty much like a full civil war, except for I'm probably going to lose. But I just called in a bunch of allies anyways. However, I'm really greedy, and I was in another war already at the time in the north to conquer more territory. So instead of defending myself, I was like, I'm going to finish this war first before the disillusion faction just automatically wins by capturing me. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot, but we'll see if it pays off. And don't worry, it did pay off. I just click away like a maniac and win the war, because when I do wars in this game, if you've seen a Let's Play by me, I just stop talking and just go super focused. But I won, and then I went to get people revoked titles and I couldn't find them in prison, so I kind of just left everyone in prison. And after that, it was pretty much victory from there. I didn't have many more enemies to fight before I could form the Baltic Empire. I had 2 more territories in the north I needed before I got my 63 out of 63. It might have been 53, I don't remember. But I then, of course, won, and I formed the Baltic Empire.